Books that I am planning to read before 2019 is out. This is called Like Vanessa by Tami Charles. Like Vanessa by Tami Charles. And basically the inside jacket says it took 50 stinking years for a black woman to win Miss America. And now 13-year-old Vanessa Martin starts to believe that maybe she could be like Vanessa Williams, who was just crowned. I'm telling you, that's a little scary because I remember that, and I also remember all of the Playboy connected to it. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. But nothing is ever easy. Vanessa's mother left 9 years ago, and daddy with Pop won't talk about her. There's never enough money, and Vanessa feels like she's losing her best friend, Tanisha. When the new music teacher, Mrs. Walton, announces she's running the school's first ever pageant, Vanessa decides there ain't gonna be no pageant for her. She's got better things to do with her time anyway, and that's that. But it's not. Next thing Vanessa knows, she's in pageant, and neighborhood mean girl Beatrice is all up in her business. Then daddy hides a mysterious envelope addressed to Vanessa. She thinks it might be a way to find her mother. So we got a lot going on in there, a lot going on. Tami is a former teacher from the Newark Public Schools, where her mother was a teacher and principal. Okay, so she was also in an R&B singing group. Wow. Like Vanessa is her debut novel. So this is Like Vanessa. Got a lot going on, but very relevant and relatable to kids. So this is one I'm interested in reading. I want to see how she handles the scandal, if she does handle the scandal in this, because Vanessa Williams was a major piece of our culture when I was growing up. All right, Like Vanessa. The next one, 1,000 Nights, and this is by E.K.Johnson. 1,000 Nights. Look at that cover. I love the cover. Love the cover. And this is, and it's paperback. You know how I feel about paperback. Access. So this hardcover, which is nice, it's hardcover. It is $17. This paperback, simply because I'm sure it's paperback, $10. $10. That's the difference. I like that. This is a story that has never been told. Has any story ever never been told? We'll see. Lo Melkin killed 300 girls before he came to her village looking for a wife. When she sees the dust cloud on the horizon, she knows he has arrived. She knows he will want the loveliest girl, her sister. She vows she will not let her be next. And so she is taken in her sister's place, as she believes death will soon follow. Lo Melkin's court is a dangerous palace filled with pretty things, intricate statues with wretched eyes, exquisite threads to weave the most beautiful garments. She sees everything as if for the last time, but night after night, Lo Melkin comes to her and listens to the stories she tells, and day after day, she is awakened by the sunrise. With each tale she spins, her power grows. Soon she dreams of bigger, more terrible magic, power enough to save a king if she can put an end to the rule of a monster. All right, that is 1,000 Nights. And I'm not big on fantasy or sci-fi or anything, but I know how huge they are in the space, and I gotta be relevant to my young people, so I'll be reading that. All right, I'm gonna save that one. This is Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson, and I've been wanting to read this since it came out. This was one with a lot of buzz when it came out. I wanted to read it then, and just haven't had to. I decided to put Tiffany Jackson as one of my author studies, and I am right now reading Alleged. I am right now reading that, and so I'm interested in Monday's Not Coming, a mesmerizing punch-in-the-gut story about the power of friendship and the horrors hiding right in front of us. So definitely, and I hear that she has a twist to her stories. And that's really what kind of moved Alleged up to me reading it right now, was because I'm interested in how she has these phenomenal twists at the end of each story. So Monday Charles is missing and only Claudia seems to notice. Claudia and Monday have always been inseparable, more sisters and friends. So when Monday doesn't turn up for the first day of school, Claudia starts to worry. When she doesn't show for the second or the second week, Claudia knows that something is wrong. Monday wouldn't just leave her to endure tests and bullies alone. With her grades on the line, Claudia needs her best and only friend now more than ever. But Monday's mother refuses to give Claudia a straight answer, and Monday's sister April is even less help. So I'm excited. Actually, this is relevant too for me because I remember in 8th grade is such a turbulent year. Shout out to my 8th grade educators because you're dealing with it all. Keep going. But I actually had a student that disappeared in one of the years that I taught, and there was all of this mystery around it, but different people knew different pieces about it. And it was amazing how it unfolded. And this connects me to that. And my situation with a student coming up missing is not very different than what a lot of people have dealt with. A lot of teachers have dealt with the same thing within that middle school year because, I'm sorry, lots of girls, they start to run away. They do. They will run away. They'll take off for various reasons. And so this is something that I'm very interested in reading. All right, next one. Spin. This is Lamar Giles. Spin. The music won't stop until the beat drops. Dead. Okay. So I love the cover of this. It's really eye-catching. It draws you in. I can see so many of my students picking that up when I had students. And even now, in the work that I do, I love the cover of this. So it's very, very high impact. Love and Death and Hip Hop, which the 9th, 8th, and 9th graders, regardless of what you think about it, I got my own opinions about it too. But Love and Hip Hop, that series on VH1 maybe it's on, so popular with that 8th, 9th, 10th grader. Shaping Our Girls, so popular. You know how I know? Because my son, who's 15, has a girlfriend, and she loves that series. And me and my daughter, who's 26, every now and again, you just need something to decompress, and you turn that on or whatever. And I can't bear it longer than 10 minutes, but very, very connected for a long range of that age group. And that's what this looks like. That right there looks like it says Love and Hip Hop. But it's Love and Death and Hip Hop. When rising star Paris Second, also known as DJ Parsec, is found dead on her turntables, it sends the local music scene. Really, no one is feeling that grief more than her shunned, pre-fame best friend Kaya and Parsee's chief groupie Fuse, two sworn enemies who happen to be the ones who discovered her body. The police have a few leads, and when the trail quickly turns cold, the authorities don't seem to be pushing too hard to investigate further. But nobody counted on Paris's deeply loyal fans, Parsec Nation, or the outrage that would drive Fuse and Kaya to work together. Parsec Nation takes to social media and the streets in their crusade for justice. Fuse and Kaya start digging into Paris's past, stumbling across a deadly single. New info comes, new motives, new aspects, and a fandom that will stop at nothing in their obsessive quest for answers, not even murder. All right, very interesting, very high impact. This is by Lamar Giles. And he's written a lot of books. I have several of his books on my to be read list. So I may end up doing an author study on him. If I could get 3 in before the end of the year, I'll probably do an author study on him. All right, next one. The Opposite of Always. And this is Justin A.Reynolds, not Jason Reynolds, because I made that mistake. Justin A.Reynolds. Okay, I'm sure they made him put all that in because Jason Reynolds kind of owned the Jason Reynolds thing. But it is so cute, so cute. The cover is so cute. I love the color palette for it. This is a book about two teens who fall in love over cereal, about a boy stuck in a time loop and the moments that make a life worth reliving. I like that. I like that. It's very cute. Very cute. Very, very cute. Just for this has it's a chunker. It's a chunker. I hope it's engaging because I'm reading a lot of chunkers that a whole lot of middle could have been edited out. They're just a lot of repetition and redundancy. So this is 455 pages. So I'm hoping that it's engaging and keeps me engaged. I want to finish it. Justin A.Reynolds has done everything, basically. And this is his debut. Opposite of Always. Next one. The Bone Sparrow. The Bone Sparrow. I don't know where, but somewhere I heard several recommendations to read this book. The Bone Sparrow. Suddenly I want that sea to float me up, to cover me in its waves and show me everything there is to see. But there's no sea, not even a puddle, just the wind blowing the top of the dirt to swirling like it does sometimes. And right in the middle of the swirl, right outside my tent, right in front of me is a girl. Oh, I love that. I love that. I wish more books did that. I wish more books put some of the content from the story right on the back cover for YA and middle grade. It gives you, instead of you telling me about it, it actually lets me see what it is. And I love that. I love the color palette. It's beautiful. The Bone Sparrow. I love the feel of the texture of the book. It's like, not matte, but it's definitely like a newspaper almost feel. I love that. I love the inside cover. Oh, that's kind of a bonus. That's kind of a bonus. And you know, I'm not big on hardcovers because of access, but that's a bonus that the inside of it is like that. Has a map of the home. And so Subby is a refugee. He was born in an Australian permanent detention center after his mother and sister fled the violence of a distant homeland, and the center is the only world he knows. But every night, the faraway whales sing to him, the birds tell him their stories, and the magical night sea from his mother's stories brings him gifts. As Subby grows, his imagination threatens to burst beyond the limits of the fences that contain him until one night it seems to do just that. Subby sees a scruffy girl on the other side of the wire mesh, a girl named Jimmy, who appears with a notebook written by the mother she lost. Unable to read it herself, Jimmy asks Subby to unravel her family's love songs and tragedies that are penned there. Let's stop right there just because of time. Melbourne, Zana Fralin. Zana, Z-A-N-A. Fralin was born in Melbourne, Australia. She's written 2 picture books, a series of middle grade readers, and a novel for older readers. So I'm interested. This is something I'm going to finish 2019. I had several recommendations, and so I'm interested. Alrighty. The next one is How It Went Down, and this Kekla Magoon. And I will tell you, this is not a new one. But 2014. I always wanted to read her writing. I saw a couple of other 37 Things I Love is another book she's written, but I've seen a couple of other things that she's written, like I feel like short stories or something, and I just wanted to read her writing. And so I ordered this one. It's paper, $10. I love that. But the boy in the hoodie has been shot. Lot of black bodies, death. We got to move beyond that, people. We really do. The known facts are few. Everyone tells a different story, but what is the truth? When 16-year-old E.K.Johnson dies from 2 gunshot wounds, his community is thrown into an uproar. Tariq was black. The shooter, Jack Franklin, is white. In the aftermath of Tariq's death, everyone has something to say, but no 2 accounts of the events line up. Day by day, new twists further obscure the truth. Tariq's friends, family, and community struggle to make sense of the tragedy and to cope with the whole left behind when a life is cut short. In their own words, they grapple for a way to say with certainty, this is how it went down. So this was a Coretta Scott King honor book. Lots of awards. It probably came out right around the same time as Thug, The Hate You Give by Angela. So I read that. I'm interested in this. But so far, with the black books, we got like 3 or 4 deaths. Not real crazy about black pain all over the place, but that's where we are. That's where we are, and that's where our kids are, unfortunately, when that's what they're given all the time. The next one is something that's classic. Patricia C. McKissick is one of my all-time favorite authors. I love her work. Love her work. And I saw this and I said, I am going to order it. And actually, somebody was gonna, I didn't order a lot of them, and one of the kids was gonna pick it up, and I was like, please don't take that book because I want to read it. But so this was actually 2007. I'm so interested. It's called Scraps of Time, A Song in Harlem. But then there are 4 other books, Scraps of Time books written by Patricia McKissick. So I probably will get them all after I read this one. This is probably more middle grade than YA, For Lily Bell, 1920s Harlem, the capital of Black America, is about as far from her hometown of Smyrna, Tennessee, as a 12-year-old can get. Definitely middle grade. Maybe not in miles, but certainly in mindset. A summer program at Harlem for Gifted Young Writers opens a new world for her where jazz music in the streets lulls her to sleep. Author Zora Neale Hurston is her teacher, and Lily Bell comes to a deeper understanding of the power of words. So I'm very interested in this because I love Patricia C. McKissick. And she's a Newbery Honor author. So I'm excited. And if it's really great, I will pick up the other ones to add to the collection for my readers. So I really am excited about reading this. So this is probably a reprint. Really great. All right, I'm way over. I'm sorry. I hope you found some great books. And yeah, I got pretty nice stack here of what I need to get through for 2019. A nice stack. And the thing about it is sometimes you have that to be read stack and you have stuff that you need to read and get to, and other books call your name, pull you away. I'm going to try to be diligent. I think I have total maybe about 20. This is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I probably have about 25 books I need to read, honestly, to get through my to be read for 2019. I just got to plow through. I'm going to do it. Football season is coming, so I'm a widow during football season, so that'll help. All right. Thank you so much for watching Pizzo's Perfection, where perfection is never perfect. Remember, like, subscribe. Tell me what you're reading. Tell me how you motivate your middle grade and YA readers in your community, in your life. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.